Hello everyone, welcome to this section of theoretical keys in which we learn about candidate keys, super keys, alternate keys, secondary keys, etc. Okay. So till now we have done different type of keys, primary key and foreign key that we can create practically. Now today we will see some keys that are theoretically very useful and they have great role in relational theory, but practically there is no command to create them because on the basis of the concept of these keys, other type of concepts are built up in relational DBMs, but they are useful at many times in SQL. So let us move ahead. Now let us see, imagine this table, that is an employee table which has E code, E name, some foreign key as department code, passport number, city and voter ID. You can very well relate that this E code will be a unique and non-null. This passport number, for example, it is mandatory. So this will be unique and not null. And this voter ID, which is also required, this will be unique and not null. So all these three things are, you can see here, as you can see here, this is the table which is created, E code, E name, D code, passport number, city and voter ID. Now, suppose you have this table and this data and you have to decide primary key. So obviously a table can have only one primary key. So you have choice that either you make it E code or you make it passport number or you make it voter ID. Because all three of them, okay, so the concept comes of candidate keys. So what is a candidate key? A column which has the features of becoming a primary key. Okay, this is one definition. Or you can say a column which has certain type of value that fulfills the requirement of primary key is known as candidate key. Okay, so what can be E code? E code is a candidate key. Okay, passport number is a candidate key, and voter ID is a candidate is a candidate column or key. Let us call it key. Okay, so it is a candidate key, it is a candidate key, it is a candidate key. But out of these three candidate keys, one of them will be selected as primary. Okay, so what is the concept? The concept is the column which has the property that the values are unique and the values will be not null, unique and not null values. Yeah, you can say that all values in a column are unique and not null. So that column can has the power to become a candidate. Okay. Although in employee database you can also relate that making passport number as a candidate key will have, or making passport number as a primary key will have a lot of problems because many at most of the places that employee code will be used. So it is your aptitude that makes you decide that which column is candidate key, and after thoroughly studying the project only, you will be able to decide. And with experience, you can just have a look and say which is best and which column is best suitable for selecting as prime. Okay, so this table has three candidate key, and we have decided only one. So while making the table, we have made E code as primary. So you can see that if I see describe employee, you can see that currently there is no primary key. So either during the table creation we would have made this, or just now also we can make like this: alter table employee add primary key. You must be remembering this command, which equal. So now table created and you can see, okay, the primary key constraint has been applied. So this is what is called as candidate key. Now after, so now comes to alternate key. So what is alternate key? After selecting primary key column, okay, out of many candidate keys, the remaining columns are known as alternate keys. Okay, so it means since we have selected E code as primary key, so our remaining, so now passport number and voter ID will be called as alternate keys. Okay, so what is the concept? The concept was, since in the table you had three columns: E code, passport number, voter ID, all three were called as candidate. You selected E code as primary key. So now remaining of the candidate key will act as alternate key. Why? Because besides E code, you can also use them uh, to identify unique record. Let me show you an example. What is the meaning of this? The meaning is, you can type select star from employee where E code equals to 201. Okay, you have written this. It will show you one single record. So this is the use of primary key. But this can be done with the passport and voter ID also. Now suppose if you type where passport number is equal to 5566. So again it is showing you unique record. Or you type the passport of maybe 201 again. You can type 2233. It will show you the same record. It means the work which is being done by primary key can also be done by the remaining alternate keys. Okay. So theoretically it is, these two columns are alternate key. Why I am saying theoretically? Because there is no command to create them as alternate keys. Okay. I think this is clear to you. And last, you can call it as secondary key. One more is remaining, secondary key. Now secondary key is something which is actually not a key. It is actually not a true key, but can be used, to extract selected records. For example, you want to see the records of only those employees who are from Delhi. So those who are from Delhi can be selected with the help of city. What you can type: select star from employee where city equals to Delhi. So these two records are displayed. So now what has happened? Now city has helped you to identify records from a group of records. So for this query, you can say as city is acting as, secondary key. Okay, so it is not so relevant or more very important concept, but somewhere you may find it reference. So that is why we have tried to cover it. Okay. I hope this secondary key concept is clear to you. I'm just copying some of the query that I have written. Okay, so alternate key, secondary key. Now remaining is super key. The last one is super key actually. So super key is what? Any valid combination of primary key with any other attribute is actually super key. Okay, any valid combination, or you can say it is not necessary that there should be a combination. Any suitable combination of attribute that can extract records from a table, they are called as super key. For example, eCode can extract one record. Okay, eCode is primary key. So, what is the use of primary key? Out of many records, it helps you to identify record. For example, if you have these again, same thing. If you have these three records and I want to see only this, so what I will type? I will type select star from employee where e code equals to 201. Okay, so my e code is actually super key. Are you getting? I will come to the point. Now, if I suppose write something like this, where e code equal to 201 and please see carefully and ename equals to couple. Now, what happens? You can see that this employee e code is 201 and ename is equal to couple. So, although only e code will help us out, but still we are giving some additional information. Then also same record will be displayed. So it means the next super key of this table is you can go is super key e code comma ename is also super key. Okay, e code ename you add keep on adding e code ename e code ename comma decode is also super key. So till the time any valid combination helps you to extract unique value from a record set of records, that is called as super key. So in other words, what you can say that primary key is the smallest or minimal super key. Minimal super key means you cannot have a, for example, in this table, you cannot have any key smaller than equal. At least equal is required to identify records. Is this clear? So whenever you word the super key includes primary key. Okay, please remember this thing. Super key includes primary key. In other words, what you can say, primary key is also can also be called as super key sometimes. So, but most of the time, primary key will be added with certain records, other columns to be called as super key, but it is not necessary as you have seen. So now this super key concept will be used later on in your normalization and other topics. So, but we have covered a little bit here. So please remember this. Okay, this example is important. That E code, with the help of E code, you are identifying unique record. Okay, but when you add E code and ename also with E code, then also the same record is coming. Okay, but it was possible that two employee might have same name, so alone ename cannot take out. Okay, suppose there is 401 and Kapil name, so only ename cannot take out single record. When ename was combined with ecode, then it was so ecode ename is combined super, and ecode ename decode p number city you add all of them, but presence of ecode is mandatory. Okay, I hope this thing is clear. Okay. So with this, thank you very much. Please see again, make notes, it is very important. We have covered all the concept related to keys in around 9 to 10 video lectures. Kindly make notes. Thank you very much.